main character and setting. Lord of the Flies is narrated by William Golding, and the novel is set on a deserted island in the South Pacific. The story follows a group of British schoolboys who are stranded after a plane crash, with no adults surviving the crash. The boys are left to govern themselves, and the story centers on their descent into chaos as they try to form a society. Key characters include Ralph, who is elected as the leader and represents order and civilization, and Jack, who becomes Ralph's rival and symbolizes the pull towards savagery and primal instincts. Piggy, an intelligent but physically weak boy, also plays a key role in the story, often representing reason and intellect. Plot overview. The novel begins with the boys trying to organize themselves after the crash. Ralph is chosen as leader and emphasizes the need for building shelters and maintaining a signal fire to attract rescue. Piggy, with his intellectual ideas, helps Ralph with his plans, and the conch shell, which the boys use to call meetings, becomes a symbol of order and authority. However, tensions soon arise. Jack, initially in charge of the boys' hunting group, grows frustrated with Ralph's leadership and becomes obsessed with power. As Jack's group shifts their focus to hunting and indulging in their savage instincts, they begin to neglect the signal fire and the rules Ralph has set. The group becomes divided, with Ralph and Piggy struggling to maintain order while Jack and his followers embrace their more primal urges. Jack's tribe, growing increasingly violent, resorts to brutality, culminating in the murder of Simon, a peaceful and spiritual boy who represents a deeper moral understanding of the island's beast. The boys' descent into savagery intensifies, and Ralph's attempts to keep order grow increasingly futile. The Beast and the Lord of the Flies. A central motif in the novel is the beast that the boys believe lurks on the island. This fear of the beast becomes symbolic of their growing paranoia and descent into savagery. They believe that the beast is an external force, but Simon discovers that the real beast is not an outside creature, but the darkness within each of them. The Lord of the Flies, a severed pig's head mounted on a stick and left as an offering to the beast, becomes a powerful symbol of the evil and savagery that takes root in the boys. In a hallucinatory scene, Simon converses with the Lord of the Flies, realizing that the true danger lies in the boy's own capacity for cruelty. The collapse of society in the climax. As Jack's tribe grows more violent, Ralph's group splinters. The boys' society rapidly collapses into chaos, and the killing of Piggy by a rock thrown by Roger signals the complete breakdown of order. Ralph, now hunted like an animal by Jack's tribe, becomes a symbol of the last remnant of civilization on the island. The boys' brutal descent culminates in a near-fatal hunt for Ralph. The novel's climax occurs when Ralph is finally cornered by Jack's tribe. However, just as Ralph is about to be killed, a naval officer arrives on the island, alerted by the smoke from the fire that the boys started in their desperate attempt to catch Ralph. The officer is shocked by the boys' transformation into savages, and their rescue marks the end of their time on the island. Themes and conclusion. Lord of the Flies explores deep themes about the nature of humanity, the loss of innocence, and the fragility of civilization. The boys' descent into violence illustrates how quickly societal norms can break down in the absence of authority, and how power, fear, and primal instincts can override reason and empathy. The central theme of the novel is the inherent darkness within humanity, a darkness that emerges when the boys are no longer bound by the constraints of society and law. The novel also explores the tension between civilization and savagery. Ralph, who stands for order, and Jack, who embraces chaos, represent two opposing forces. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that civilization is fragile, and the veneer of order is easily shattered by the boys' fear and desire for power. The conclusion of the novel is unsettling. The boys are rescued, but they are forever changed by their experiences on the island. They have lost their innocence, and the officer's arrival, which should signal hope, instead reveals the depth of the darkness they have encountered. The novel leaves readers questioning the nature of humanity itself, whether the boys' descent into savagery is an anomaly or a reflection of a deeper, universal truth about human nature. Lord of the Flies is a grim exploration of the potential for evil within us all and the ways in which society, civilization, and power interact to either suppress or unleash that darkness.